What's up guys, Ranger here, and I'm back with a very special video for my 7,000 subscriber special. Now, I was requested to do this video, but I've been planning on doing this video for quite some time. I think since I hit 6,500, I've been planning on doing this video as one of my 7,000 subscriber special videos. And the video is Troll by Koyczan. And this video was first brought to my attention by the mysterious Mr. Enter's review on it. And just from his review, there was a very powerful, the video itself from his review looked to be very powerful and have a very significant meaning. And it was talking about, well, if you've already seen it, you already know what its message is, but let's go ahead and watch the video. And this is something that I've been planning on doing, and this is something I think that has a significant impact and can affect anybody that watches it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Starting the video in 3, 2, 1, click.
Once upon a time, you and all your kind lived underneath bridges, had ridges for ribs that dropped off into empty chests as if your hearts were all stolen treasures, as if an excavation crew were hired to dig up and remove the part of you that let you feel. And while the world above you invented the wheel, you stayed put, knowing it would one day need to roll over top of you to get to where it's going. You had an endlessly flowing supply line of food. You began to brood over humanity and made meals of our hope, as if crushing our spirits would make your mirrors cast better reflections than the ones they gave, as if the only way you could save yourselves was to make the world ugly so no one would notice you hiding in it. You learned to knit pain into a kind of camouflage, treated hope like a mirage that you could use to lure in your next meal. You lived off of our fears if you could taste what we feel. And every night, as the moon read bedtime stories to sunlight, you took darkness as an invite to head out into the world. You curled your hands into wrecking balls. Your breath became squalls. You made rocks rumble. You made land shiver. You made boys and girls pray that someone would deliver them from you. We told them you aren't real. And then one day, the world changed. But you all stayed the same. Just migrated from living underneath bridges to living underneath information superhighways. Days and nights became meaningless. Each already deepened chest became an abyss that no one would ever find the bottom of. Concepts like love fell into your gravity. We turned ourselves into life preservers, hoping to save as many as we could. But the fathers who stood guarding closet doors and the mothers who secured the floors underneath beds all shook their heads, not knowing how to deal with you. Who crept into our lives with tongues like knives, stabbing your words into our skin. You began uploading yourselves into our homes. You had computer screens for eyes and software for bones. You turned your hate into stones and hurled them at beauty as if you couldn't bear to see anything other than ugly, anything different. You had fingernails like flint and scraped them along decency, hoping we would be the ones to all catch fire. You all had smiles like one-way barbed wire, not meant to keep us out, meant to keep us in. Voice like a firing pin, you spoke in explosions. It isn't cute. It isn't funny. You've talked strangers into death and laughed. And as each family learns to graft skin over the wounds you gave them, you hem yourselves into the scar. You have coaxed the sober back into bars, handed out cigars at memorials, offered nooses, cliffs, and pills to those who unfortunately found you before they found help. You have praised suffering, waltzed in between tragedies, gracefully dipping misery as if we would somehow be impressed with the dexterity of your animosity. You have cheered on, raped, dashed through police tape as if it were the finish line in a race of who can be awful first. Even now, you somehow see this as an invitation to turn your keyboards into catapults, wondering which one of you can be the first to hate this best. Your loathing, already dressed in riot gear, ready to incite rage, as if each message board is a stage where you recite hostility, turning freedom of speech into freedom of cruelty. We are stuck with you, the same way you are stuck with you. Your mind is glue and it keeps malice fastened there like cheap wallpaper. We were once upon a time told that none of you exist. We dismissed you as make-believe or myth. Now, armed only with resolve, we can no longer afford to tell ourselves that you aren't real. We will not let you make your dinners out of the things we feel.
Wow. I can completely... Oh my gosh. I understand completely why that Mr. Enter... This video touches upon... Okay, first of all, to Shane, I know you'll never see this, but thank you. I cannot thank you enough for making this video. This video touches upon a subject that many have had to face every single day, every day that they turn on their computer. And too many people hide behind belief that it will go away, that there will be an end, but there never will. I've seen it before. I've seen it way too many times, and I completely understand everything that Mr. Enter said. I agree with regarding this video and about trolling and cyberbullying and everything. I completely agree with it completely. It makes me sick to see people get on things like YouTube, message boards, whatever, and purposely troll people. I mean, harass them, bully them, because they get a sick, twisted desire out of it. People like that, to me, I don't care if they don't. There is no freedom of speech with them. They hide behind that crap about freedom of speech. Freedom of speech does not give you the right to harass and bully someone. That is not freedom of speech. That's being a dick. I've seen many people do that before. Call people names, bully them, troll them, harass them. Anybody, I don't care what people say, anybody, to me, anybody that trolls other beings, that harasses them, that finds sick, twisted pleasure in actually causing someone suffering, that's not a human being to me. I don't care if you feed me crap about it's a human being, they're just demented. No. No, that ain't a human being. The day that they started getting sick, twisted pleasure out of harassing other people, out of causing other people harm, is the day that, to me, they threw away their right as a human being card. What beats in their chest is not a heart. It's nothing but an empty shell. A bottomless pit of evil. Sick, twisted evil. I've seen people on here before trolling other people. And it's not just bronies, it's other people as well that become victims of this. I mean, that about talking strangers into death, I've seen it before. I've heard about it so many times. People being harassed and bullied at school because of dicks like this that dicks like that find sick pleasure in it. And then even after the person is gone, they continue to harass the family, stepping on them. How would they feel? People that do that for kicks, they deserve to have the same thing happen to them. They deserve to have people do their family like that. That's the one thing that I will not tolerate. Are bullies, trolls, cyberbullies. That I will never tolerate. I can't stand people like that. I despise them. I've seen too many innocent people that done nothing to deserve it whatsoever be harassed and bullied just because of some stupid individual that finds desire in it, that finds joy in it because they cannot stand to see others happy. I've seen it so many times. I've read about it and I've heard about it. It never gets any easier. And it never will. I've heard that with bronies. I've heard that before. I've seen trolls, troll bronies and everything, harass them. But here's a fact. Bronies, yeah. Trolls will always exist. Trolls, cyberbullies, they will be here long after bronies are gone. Bronies may end, but trolls, cyberbullies, they never will. They will just keep getting worse and worse. We can't allow crap like this to go on. We can't. Too many people have, there are innocent people out there that have lost their lives, that has committed suicide because of harassment at school, slander. There are laws against that sort of thing. And I don't care. If a troll talks somebody into killing themselves, I don't care if they claim with every breath in their body that they didn't cause them that they did not commit murder. No, you did. They did. They caused that person. They murdered that person. Anyone that finds pleasure in causing other people suffering needs to have the exact same thing happen to them. They deserve it. To Shane, thank you so much for bringing this video to us, for bringing it to our attention, and for spotlighting something that too many people try to avoid, they try to ignore, but is a common everyday problem. Thank you, Shane, for bringing this video to us, for making this. I cannot thank you enough for this. You did an incredible job with this video, and I really hope that you continue to make videos like this. Thank you so much for this. And to everyone else, and to Mr. Enter, I doubt you'll ever see this, but thank you as well for bringing this video to our attention as well. It was you that actually inspired me to be able, it was you that gave me the idea to actually watch this video, so thank you. And to everyone else, if you are a victim of harassment, bullying, cyberbullying, you're not alone. There are people out there that can help you. You may feel as though you're alone, there's no one that can help you. But there are. There are people that have went through the exact same thing and worse. Reach out to those people. Don't be afraid. You can fight back. You're not powerless. That's what these cyberbullies and trolls, that's what they think. That's what they try to put into your mind, is that you're powerless against them. You're not. You've got just as much power as they do. You can fight back. There are ways to fight back. They do it in school. Bullies do it because they feed off of that power. They feed off of that power. They feed off of that fear. They induce fear into others and bully them, and it makes them feel high. They get a high from it. But mark my words, one day they too will find themselves on the receiving end of that. They cannot bully their way through lives. They cannot bully their way through their entire life. There will come a day, I guarantee you, that they will run into someone that will make them tremble in fear. And every bit of suffering that they caused, that they induced on others, it will come back on them. And I believe this so much. You will reap what you sow. And they will suffer for it. If you are a victim in any form, reach out to other people that have been victims themselves. Reach out to them for help. Don't continue to suffer. Please. Reach out to other people. You can fight back. You aren't alone. It takes one person to make a movement. And the more people that you gather together, the stronger that bond, that barrier will become. There are other people that have went through the same thing and worse. Don't feel like you're alone. You're never alone. There are people out there that can help you. Reach out to others. Talk to others. There is help. It can end. It may take some time, but it's worth the fight. If it can end any suffering and cause and prevent you or someone else you know from taking their own life. If you know of someone that is being bullied like that, in any shape or form, don't hesitate to reach out to them or seek help. Please, don't let this continue. We can fight back. We aren't powerless. We can fight back. The difference between bullies in real life and cyberbullies feel more powerful because they think that they are behind a screen and that they'll never be found. That there's no way that what they do will ever come back on them. I guarantee you it will. And it will be 10 times far worse than anything that they have ever caused anyone to suffer. Please, reach out to someone if you or anyone you know has been or is being victimized in any shape or form, be it in real life or online. Don't let it continue. You aren't powerless. You can fight back. I don't condone violence, but if in real life, if someone is harassing you, threatening you, if they lay one hand on you, don't hesitate to fight back. It's self-defense. If you allow it to continue, they could kill you, or worse. In some ways, death would be simpler than the traumatizing events that could lead up to whatever that they could do to you. You can fight back. You're not helpless. There are means of help out there. Seek anyone that you can. Don't let it continue. Fight back. You're strong. Believe in yourself. Believe in your friends. Believe in those that have also been victimized. Reach out to every single one of them. Please. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you guys. And again, thank you to everybody for joining me for this. Thank you, Shane, for making this. Thank you, Mr. Enter, for further bringing this video to our attention. And thank you guys again for joining me. And I will see you guys again next time with the next reaction that I do. Take care.